Hello friends, welcome back to Undoubt Business, your doubt clearing platform. So guys, in today's video we will talk about class 11 syllabus, and the topic we are taking today is types of trade. In the previous video we talked about what is trade. Now let's explore what are the different types of trade. So let's get started. Now here is a simple chart which will show you the classification of trade, and the key point to remember here is this classification is based on geographical location, whether it is within the boundaries of a country or whether it is outside the boundaries of a country. Now this is a simple chart. You can pause the video, you can take a screenshot here, and please note here that this classification of trade is based on geographical location, whether the trade is within the boundaries of a country or outside the boundaries of a country. Now let's take an overview of the different types of trade, and let's discuss this chart here. Now types of trade. Trade is broadly classified as internal trade and external trade. Now when we talk about internal trade, as the name suggests, it is within the boundaries of a country. And when we talk about external trade, it is outside the boundaries of a country. Now internal trade is further classified as wholesale trade and retail trade. Now what is wholesale trade and what is retail trade, we will further discuss in this video only. So don't skip the video, please watch the full video till the end. Okay, and if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and don't forget to hit the like button. Now internal trade is further classified as wholesale trade and retail trade. And when we talk about external trade, it is further classified as import trade, export trade and intraport trade, and based on geographical location. This classification is based on geographical location. So I hope this chart is clear to you. It is a very simple chart which will give you an overview of what are the different types of trade. Now let's move on further. Now let's first focus on what is internal trade. Internal trade is also known as home trade. As I told you that it is within the boundaries of a country, right? So it will be termed as home trade. Our country is our home, so it is home trade, right? Internal trade is also known as home trade. Now what is the definition of internal trade here? Buying and selling of goods and services. Trade is what? Trade, we have talked about it in the previous video, that trade is what? Trade is buying and selling of goods and services. And when this word internal is attached with trade, it becomes buying and selling of goods and services within the geographical boundary of a country. I hope it is clear to you. Within the boundaries of a country, or home trade or internal trade. When trade is there within the geographical boundaries, inside the country, inside our home, it is also known as home trade. Our country is our home, right? So when trade is within the geographical boundaries of a country, it will be termed as internal trade, right? I hope it is clear to you. If you have any doubts, please comment below in the comment section. Now, when we talked about that chart earlier, right? Now, internal trade, we have talked about internal trade, that internal trade is a trade within the geographical boundaries of a country. Now, it is further classified as wholesale trade and retail trade. Now, we will let's first focus on the wholesale trade. Now, what is wholesale trade? Trade is what? Trade is buying and selling, right? Now, whole, in bulk. Whole means in bulk. Now, first of all, one thing is there that a person who is engaged in wholesale trade, right? A person who is engaged in wholesale trade is a wholesaler. Person engaged in wholesale trade is a wholesaler. Okay. Now, person who is engaged in wholesale trade is a wholesaler. What is the work of a wholesaler? The wholesaler will purchase a commodity. The wholesaler will purchase a particular commodity in bulk quantity, in huge quantity, right? And he will further sell it. Now, what is sale? Sale is the exchange. Sale is what? It is the exchange of the commodity for monetary benefit, right? So, wholesale trade is what? What the wholesaler will do. Wholesaler is a person engaged in this wholesale trade. Now, he will purchase a particular commodity in bulk quantity, in huge quantity. Now, a question arises that from whom he will purchase this commodity. Now, he will purchase this commodity from the manufacturer of that commodity. Okay, he will purchase a commodity from the manufacturer of that commodity in bulk. So this is wholesale trade. And remember that it is within the geographical boundaries of a country. Okay, it is wholesale trade. Now, the second type, the further classification was retail trade. Internal trade, wholesale trade and retail trade. Now let's focus on the retail trade. Now, remember, the wholesaler has purchased a particular commodity in bulk. Now, the wholesaler will further sell. The wholesaler will further sell that commodity to retailer. Now, who is a retailer here? See, retailer is a person engaged in retail trade. Okay? Retailer. Retailer is a person engaged in retail trade. He will purchase that commodity from wholesaler in small quantities. There are many retail shops. You may have visited many of them, right? So, if you see there that there are a particular commodity is there in small quantities that you purchase. Okay, now this is retail trade. Okay, now buying and selling of goods and services in small quantities is retail trade. Retailer will purchase a particular commodity from the wholesaler and see, suppose let me show you a link here. There is a manufacturer. Okay, there is a manufacturer. Manufacturer will sell a particular commodity to wholesaler, as we have discussed earlier. Wholesaler, he will purchase a commodity in bulk quantity. Okay. Now, wholesaler will sell the commodity to retailer. Okay, and then retailer to the consumer. And who is the consumer? We are the consumer, you are the consumer. Okay, we will purchase this commodity. Pardon me for my writing. I hope it is clear to you. So, there is a link. A retailer links the wholesaler and manufacturer. Manufacturer will sell a commodity to wholesaler, wholesaler will sell it to retailer and retailer to consumer. So here there is a link. There is a transfer of goods and services from the consumer to from the manufacturer to the ultimate consumer. So it is retail trade. Retailer will do what? Retailer will purchase a particular commodity in small quantities and the consumer will consume it. I hope it is clear to you. If you have any doubts, please comment below in the comment section, and if you like my videos, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Now let's move on further, and let's focus on the next type of trade, that was external trade. Now till now we have discussed the types of trade. Internal trade we have discussed. Internal trade is further classified as wholesale trade and retail trade. Now let's talk about external trade. What is external trade? Trade is what? Buying and selling of goods and services. Now, externally means outside the boundaries of a country. Trade between persons or organizations that are operating their business in two or more countries. Let's take an example here, that I have my business in India. Okay, I have my business in India. Now what I am doing here, I am trading. I am engaged in a trade with US or with Germany. I am dealing in a particular commodity, and I am doing a trade with US, any organization or any person in US, or any organization or any person in Germany. So what it will be called, I am having my business in India, and I am operating my business in one or more countries, either in US, either in Germany, or either in both. Okay, so it is external trade. It is operating my business. I am operating my business in two or more countries, US, Germany, and many more countries, right? So it is called as external trade. Now this external trade is also known as foreign trade. It is also known as foreign trade or international trade, because I am doing my business outside the boundaries of my country. When we talked about inside the boundaries of my country, it was internal trade or home trade. Now I am operating my business outside the boundaries, then it will be called as international trade or foreign trade. Either I am operating my business in US, Germany, or any other country. I am taking these countries for an example only, and I am having the main business of mine is in India. Okay, now let's take a look at this chart here. It will show you the different kinds of external trade. External trade is further classified as import, export, and intraport. Import, export, and intraport. So the different kinds of external trade. Okay. Let's first talk about what is import trade. Let's first talk about what is import trade. Import is what? Import is the purchase. Import is the purchase of goods from a foreign country. Like I am doing my business in India. Okay. I am doing my business in India. And I am also operating my businesses in US. This is just an example, okay? In US and Germany. Okay. Now, what is import trade here? If I am purchasing something, purchasing a particular commodity. If I am purchasing a particular commodity from US, I am purchasing a particular commodity from US or Germany or both the countries, then it will be termed as import trade. I am purchasing, okay, I am purchasing some goods from US or from Germany or from both the countries, then it will be termed as import trade. Vice versa, export trade. Okay, export trade is what? Sale of goods to a foreign country. What I am doing uh, earlier, what I was doing here, that I was purchasing something, purchasing a particular commodity from US or from Germany. Okay, vice versa, I am operating my business in India and I am selling a particular commodity to US or to Germany or to any other country. Okay, I am selling the goods to US, to Germany or any other country where I have my business. So it will be termed as export trade. Now, if I am purchasing something from the foreign country, okay, if I am purchasing something from the foreign country, then it will be import. Then it will be import. And if I am selling something, and if I am selling something, I am doing a sale. I am doing a sale to foreign country, then it will be termed as export trade. Okay, now the next type here is intraport trade. Importing goods for export. Suppose I am operating my business in India. Okay, I am operating my business in India. I am purchasing something or importing something. I am importing goods from US. I am importing goods or purchasing some goods from US and I am further selling it to Germany or any other country. Okay, I am purchasing, I am importing, I am importing goods from US or purchasing the goods from US and further selling it to Germany. I am further exporting it to Germany. Then what it is? It is intraport trade. Importing goods, but for what purpose? For export. Purchasing goods for sale. It is what? It is intraport trade. So the first case here was, the first case was of import. Second case was export. And the third case was intraport trade. I hope it is clear to you. These are the kinds of external trade and it is outside the boundaries of the country. Okay, I hope it is clear to you the three types of trade that we have discussed. We have discussed internal trade, we have discussed wholesale trade, retail trade, the various kinds of external trade. I hope all these things are clear to you. If you have any doubts, please comment below in the comment section. So thanks for watching my video. Thank you for watching.